They say you need $5,000 just to breathe Swiss air. That Switzerland is only for honeymooners, luxury travelers, and people who don't check their credit card statements. But what if I told you that you can experience the Swiss Alps? The lakes, the panoramic trains, the postcard villages, on a student-level budget if you know exactly where to look. Today, I'm giving you a 7-day Switzerland itinerary for 2026 that most travel agencies won't show you, because it skips the overpriced traps and focuses on strategy. If you want smart European travel breakdowns built for US travelers, subscribe now. Let's start with the biggest myth. Section 1, Switzerland is expensive, but not everywhere. Yes, Switzerland consistently ranks among the most expensive countries in Europe. Coffee, 5-7ers, casual lunch, 20-30, mid-range hotel, 223.50s, train tickets, high if you buy them wrong. But here's what changes everything. Switzerland is designed for efficiency. If you understand the systems, you can reduce costs dramatically. Money-saving tip number 1, never buy full-price point-to-point train tickets without checking regional passes or saver fares first. Now let's build your 7-day budget itinerary. Day 1-2, base yourself outside Zurich. Most travelers land in Zurich and immediately book a hotel in the city center. Big mistake. Zurich hotels average $250, $400 per night. Instead, stay in smaller towns 20-30 minutes away by regional train. Places like Winterthur or Baden often offer hotels in the 120-180 range. Trains are punctual, clean, and frequent. Money-saving tip number 2, Switzerland's tap water is free and drinkable everywhere. Fountains across cities and mountains provide fresh Alpine water. Bring a reusable bottle. Never buy bottled water. Retention trigger. In a minute, I'll show you how to avoid spending $150 on one scenic train ride. Lucerne is stunning. Lake views, wooden bridges, mountain backdrops. But instead of booking a lakefront hotel, make it a day trip from your cheaper base. Walk the Old Town, cross Chapel Bridge, enjoy the lake promenade. Free experiences dominate here. Avoid lakefront restaurants during peak lunch hours. Walk a few streets inland for lower prices. Interlaken is the gateway to the Alps, but accommodation here is expensive in summer. Instead, stay in nearby towns like Spitz or Brienz. They offer similar scenery at lower nightly rates. Now let's address the famous train. The Glacier Express is iconic, but expensive. Full road tickets can exceed $150 to $200 plus seat reservation fees. Here's the secret. You can ride regional trains along similar routes with the same scenery for a fraction of the price. You don't need the luxury panoramic train to see the Alps. Money-saving tip number 3. Use Switzerland's Saver Day Pass when available. Book early for the lowest rates. And coming up, I'll show you mountain villages that are just as beautiful as Lauterbrunnen, but cheaper. Lauterbrunnen is stunning, waterfalls pouring down cliffs. But it's also one of the most photographed and priced valleys in Switzerland. Instead, visit lesser-known villages like Mürren's neighboring areas or explore Kandersteg. You'll get alpine scenery, hiking trails, and fewer crowds, often with accommodation 20-40% cheaper. Money-saving tip number 4. Buy groceries from Coop or Migros supermarkets and picnic instead of dining at mountain restaurants. A sandwich meal, 8-12s, mountain restaurant lunch, 30 Katz or 40. Here's the move most tourists don't know. Instead of paying $400 for a mountain view hotel, stay in a Swiss mountain hut. Alpine huts offer dorm-style beds or simple private rooms starting around $40 or $80 per person. You wake up inside the Alps, not just looking at them from a balcony. Some huts include half-board meals, which can actually lower your food costs. Money-saving tip number 5, book huts directly through official Alpine Club websites. Switzerland's rail system is extraordinary, but expensive if misused. Options: Swiss Travel Pass, good for heavy transport days and museum access. Half-fare card cuts most tickets by 50%. Saver Day Pass, cheapest if booked early. For a 7-day trip with moderate travel, the half-fare card often provides the best value. Do the math before buying. And now, let's break down the actual 7-day cost so you can compare it to what people think Switzerland costs. Budget traveler, accommodation, shared rooms or budget inns, 100 average x 6 nights, ci passir $600. Food groceries, plus occasional meal out, 30 rounds de yakash, 210. Transport, half fare strategy, $250, $350. Activities, $150. Total, roughly $200, $400 excluding flights. Mid-range traveler, hotel, $200 average, x 6 nights, IC1 200. Food, 50 day, hours 350. Transport, 350, 450. Activities, 250. Total, 2100, 300. Luxury, 4,000 plus easily. Switzerland is expensive, but not unreachable. Don't rely on taxis. Don't eat every meal at tourist view restaurants. Don't assume panoramic trains are mandatory. Don't ignore regional lodging outside iconic towns. Don't underestimate how much free nature exists. Final question, is it worth the effort? Yes, if you plan. Switzerland rewards organization more than almost any European country. If you come prepared, you experience alpine lakes, snow-capped peaks, medieval towns, and world-class hiking without destroying your savings. If you don't, it becomes painfully expensive fast. So is the prohibited low-budget Swiss itinerary possible? Absolutely, but only if you play the system correctly. If this breakdown helped you rethink Switzerland, hit like, subscribe, and comment the next destination you want decoded. Your Alps adventure doesn't have to cost a fortune.